got me at low.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. So today's video is going to be filled with some laundry motivation. It's going to be folding my laundry and also answer a few questions and just have a general chat with you guys. I thought that'd be kind of fun. I haven't done one of these on my channel before, so if you do like this, let me know in the comments below. And if you'd like to see more of these, I'm definitely happy to do more of them, but I thought instead of just folding laundry, I'll chat as well. So if you do enjoy today's video, please give a thumbs up, as that does help my channel a lot. If you do enjoy today's video, along with the content you see here on my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining my YouTube family. So don't forget that red subscribe button and the notification bell so you miss any future videos from me. So typically I don't let my laundry get this backed up, but you know, I didn't really feel like doing it. It's been really hot here. We're going through a crazy heat wave. We have never seen temperatures this high. I think we're breaking records from like 140 years ago. It's absolutely insane. So the last thing I wanted to do was fold laundry fresh out of the dryer that was warm. And then by the time the evening rolled around, I really didn't want to deal with it. So I didn't. So here I am a couple days later, finally folding it. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm dealing with here. And then once I show you guys that, I'll come back here, start folding it, and kind of go over with you guys what my typical laundry routine is when I'm on top of it. And then also have a couple questions that I got asked on Instagram that I'm going to answer, and fold laundry and just kind of have a general chat with you guys about everything, about my channel and everything else. So here's the reality of laundry with a family of 5 and a mom who just doesn't want to do it some days, and that's real life. So here you go. So this pile here was from before a trip, which we've been back for about a week. So it's from 2 weeks ago. It was originally in laundry baskets, but I needed them so I could switch my laundry. So I just dumped them on my floor to deal with later. Well, later is now. And then this is the laundry I did a couple days ago. 3 very full baskets. So I want to get them folded, sorted by kids' bedrooms, and then get this all put away because I'm tired of having this all on my floor. Plus my poor kids are needing more clothes in their dressers. So let's get to this. So as you can see, this is the first batch of laundry. I emptied 1 laundry basket and that whole pile on the floor is in here. Yet I still have those 2 baskets over there that are heaping full of laundry. And then what I'm gonna do is anything that's mine and my husband's gonna just go fold on the bed. And then the ones for the kids I'm gonna put in laundry baskets because then I can just take them to their bedrooms. And usually, so here's a tip if you have multiple children. I have 2 different ways I sort the laundry. I will either have one half of the basket for my daughter because she's in her own room, and the other half will be my boys, and I typically try to do each of them their own pile. Or sometimes what I do is I just divide this into thirds and I pile them each by who belongs to the clothing. That way when I go to their bedrooms and put it away, it's just a lot easier and takes less time to do it. So that's kind of the method that I do. It's not perfect, but it kind of does the job. And then because I usually fold laundry downstairs in the family room, so then if I do, I like to have the kids kind of stuff in one basket and then mine and my husband's another basket. But since we're in our bedroom, our stuff doesn't have to go in a basket. So that's one thing I like to do with that. So a couple of questions I got asked was, one of them I got asked was, how old are my kids? So my oldest son is 8 years old, and then I have a daughter who's 5, but she'll be 6 in the fall. And then my youngest is 3 and turning 4 in the fall. So therefore my oldest will be going into grade 3 in September, and my daughter will be going into grade 1 in September, and then my youngest will be doing his 4-year-old preschool in September, 3 days a week. So that's how old my kids are. Another question I got asked was, what's their favorite vacation I've been on? I don't know, like before we had kids, definitely probably my favorite vacation was a combination of either when we went to Dominican Republic, which we went to for free because I won it on a radio station. The other vacation that I really enjoyed was when we went to Vegas, which was actually right before we got pregnant with my oldest. So that was kind of fun. But honestly, my favorite place ever to go to is our family cottage out east. It's absolutely amazing, and I've been going there since I was a kid, so it's filled with so many memories with my grandparents and with my brother and sister, my cousins, my aunt and uncles, and everything. So honestly, it's a really special place, and I consider my piece of paradise because it's just, you go out there and I feel like I'm at home, even though I'm not at home because it's, you know, not right in my backyard or anything. But I absolutely love it. But and then I don't know, I guess I have a few favorites because one of my favorite places is Niagara Falls in Ontario. Oh my gosh, I love watching the falls. It's just so beautiful. The Horseshoe Falls on the Canadian side are spectacular, and that's actually where Paul and I went on our honeymoon. So I guess I have a few favorite vacation spots. now that we have kids, one of my favorite trips that we do aside from going out east to our cottage is I love our road trips. We typically do a road trip to Alberta, where we go to a couple different zoos. We go to Drumheller to see the dinosaurs, and we go to other dinosaur parks. So it's just a really, really fun trip. We see some relatives as well. So that road trip is always lots of fun. I love road trips. I think they're so much fun. Even though you're spending lots of time in the car, I still think they're just a fun way to travel and spend time together. So that's definitely my favorite vacation. And as far as summer traditions, we don't really have a lot of summer traditions. We use most of our vacation in the summer because we don't really like to travel a lot during the school year. So we often are away what feels like a lot in the summer. I have more vacation than Paul does. So often, you know, the kids and I would say go out east for a bit longer than Paul would, because I didn't really know how else to use the vacation. But yeah, so that's so we don't really have traditions per se, but it's just nice to be able to get out to the beach at local lakes and everything to spend some time with the kids. Paul and I don't really make days off together other than our vacations, so it's a little challenging that way, but we just try and be outside as much as we can. Right now, we're not because it's way too hot out. Like my kids' schools were closed. My kids' school is closed today because of the heat. We've never had the school closed because of heat, so that was definitely a first. But they are going back to school tomorrow for the last day, so that'll be good for them to kind of see their friends and grab their last few extra things, so I think they'll enjoy that. And as far as a dream vacation, I don't really, with the kids, one place I really want to take the kids when they're older is we want to do a Disney World trip in Florida. So that's something we want to do when our youngest is probably at least 5 or 6. So that way my oldest is not too old, but he'll still enjoy it. So it's kind of like our big trip plan. Otherwise, we want to do a lot of camping and traveling within Canada. There are so many places I would love to travel to in Canada. I would love to travel to the maritime provinces. I've seen pictures, and our parents' stuff have been there, and it's absolutely gorgeous out there. So I'd love to go over to the East Coast sometime. I just think it would be like so beautiful to take the kids out there and stuff too. Otherwise, we're just really enjoying camping right now. You know, we live in such a beautiful province, and there's so many great places to see. So we're okay with just kind of camping in our own backyard. Like, we just travel throughout the province and we're going to different campsites. And we have the Rockies, which aren't very far from us, and then we have Alberta. So there's definitely a lot of places to see, even in our own province and, in our own country. So we don't have big plans to travel like internationally or anything really, except for maybe Disney World and that sort of thing. Otherwise, we're just going to stick to our local, our country, which is fine. We really like it. So, so as far as laundry goes, so being a family of 5, as you can imagine, there's lots of laundry. It's a never-ending chore. Like, you feel like you're finally caught up and then the baskets are full again. So what I like to typically do now, this is not a perfect method because life gets in the way sometimes, or sometimes after working and stuff like that, I just don't feel like doing the laundry, so I don't. But my typical routine when I'm on top of things is I will do a small load every morning. So I'll throw it in when I get up, and then fold it before the end of the day, and I get it put away. And it's so simple because there'll be one basket, so it won't be that much laundry to do, which is kind of nice. So that's what I like to do. Now, of course, there are times that I don't do that. It's because either, I don't really feel like doing laundry, I'm tired, maybe had a busy week at work. I can make every excuse in the book. But if I do get behind by a couple days, then it becomes like this, and it becomes overwhelming, and I really don't want to do it. So I would highly recommend, if you have kids, even if you have one kid, but if you have definitely multiple kids, I highly recommend doing a small load if you can every day. Now, if you do, say, work outside the home and you don't want to have your laundry sitting in the washing machine all day while you're at work, one thing you could do is you could put your laundry in the morning before you go to work, or you could just put it in the night before, You can, if you have a delayed start on your machine, those things are huge. I never used it for the first few years I had the machine and didn't even realize I had it. And then I was like, wow, this thing's amazing. So what I do is, like sometimes I'll put the load in the night before, but of course I don't want it sitting there all night when it's done. So I'll put the load in, delay start till the morning. And then as soon as I get up, I will go downstairs, flip the laundry, and then it will be in the dryer. So that way, if I get busy with my day and whatever, at least I know the clothes are not sitting in the washer. So if you do work full time, you can put your laundry in the night before, set it to go on closer to when you get up. And then that way, and so it'll be done when you get up. That way you can get up, switch your laundry, go to work, come home, and it's already ready to go to be dried. Or the alternative is you can put it on before you go to work, delay start it till, you know, if your laundry takes an hour, say delay start it so that it's done an hour, so it's done by the time you get home, and then that way you can come home, flip it, put it in the dryer, and then that way your laundry's done and you can maybe sit and relax, watch some TV in the evening once the kids are in bed, and fold laundry. So that's an option to kind of keep up with it. I find if I just miss a few days, it's just a disaster. So those are a couple tips I have. I have shown in some previous videos, one thing I do when I'm doing laundry is I have these mesh bags. These mesh bags are honestly amazing for little socks, because these little socks will end up all in the clothes or staticky or stuck in the clothes. So I've been using these since my oldest was a baby, and game changer. The only way we lose socks in this house is because my kids take them off and leave them all over the house. I don't actually lose any while doing laundry. So I highly recommend getting a mesh bag. I think you can actually buy them from the dollar store. This one's a Norwex one. I have 3 of them, but these are definitely what I use. People use them for delicates, but I use them for kids' socks because I hate losing kids' socks and they get stuck in our shirts and everything. So highly recommend getting these for kids' socks. So another tip I'd recommend for you is if you use liquid detergent and you have those little cups. One thing I was struggling with was I would soak our cups in our big sink downstairs between washes, but the brim of it was still sticky and had soap on it, and I could not figure out how to get it off unless I scrubbed it, and I didn't really want to scrub it between washes. Well, then my mom kind of suggested, she said, why don't you stick it in the washing machine? Because friends of theirs did that. And I was like, well, doesn't it get wrecked? And she says, no, I've been doing it for like 2 or 3 years. So I started sticking it in my washing machine when I'm doing laundry. And the thing comes out perfectly clean and it hasn't been damaged. And I'll just keep doing that. And if it cracks, I'll use the one from the next load of laundry or from the next detergent. So little tip for you there, if you wanted a clean cup, just stick it right in your washer. It doesn't seem to hurt it. I haven't had any issues with it cracking or anything like that. So that's one thing I would suggest. Another thing I'd also suggest is getting nice deep laundry baskets. This basket is nice and deep, so it can hold a lot of stuff. I have one that's like half this size, and I don't like it because I feel like it fills up super fast, so I can put a lot more clothes in here. So I have 3 of them. I just got them at my local superstore. I'm sure you could get them at like Walmart or any stores like that. But I definitely recommend getting deep baskets because it's just so much easier when you have this much laundry to keep up with. So that's another kind of tip I have for you, is just get nice big baskets. Another thing we have for our laundry baskets is we have wicker baskets, laundry baskets. They're round and a bit tall. That's what we use for laundry baskets, and then they have bags in them. So the nice thing is when I want to do laundry, I can just take the whole bag downstairs and, you know, sort them downstairs and then put them back in the basket. So it just makes it easier than having a bunch of baskets to carry around with their laundry. Or on the alternative, I'll just pull them out of the baskets, the bags, and dump them in these baskets and then take them downstairs. So that's another, I guess, thing that's made it easier for us for laundry. We bought them a while ago. I think we bought a set that actually had 2 stuck together, and then I bought a 3rd one. And they've worked out great for the kids' rooms. The boys have one that's smaller than ours, and surprisingly, they don't fill it overly fast, so it's able to last a bit if I'm lazy with laundry. But yeah, so that's kind of where the tips I have for you for laundry. I'm by any means no expert. I just have 5 of us in the household, and I'm constantly doing laundry, and I still don't always keep up with it, but it is what it is because I do work part-time, Plus my kids have activities and stuff like that, not really so much right now, and my husband works full-time, so I sometimes just don't feel like doing it, and I'll be honest, that's just real life. So I want to kind of share with you guys kind of like what's, you know, you might have noticed on my channel that I've been showing a lot of camping and trailer type of content. That's not going to be permanently on my channel. I just, you know, we just got our trailer. We're really getting into camping. I'm really excited to share that type of content with you guys. So I thought I'd start sharing with you guys. So you might notice a lot of my content for a while is just camping related, but I feel like it's a good time of year to do that. Because everyone's kind of into vacation mode and camping season, that sort of thing. So I'm going to be sharing that, but I also have some cleaning content, you know, filmed for you guys. So you'll be seeing a lot more of that later in the summer and throughout the fall. But I'm also going to be doing, in August, I'm going to be sharing my kids' back to school supplies and what their backpacks and stuff are. I did this last year. I'll share it again this year. Their backpacks and lunch bags and stuff aren't really changing, but I'll show you kind of the supplies that I got and how I go about ordering their supplies and where I get it from and that sort of thing. So I'll be sharing that with you guys in August because our kids don't go back to school until September. So I'll still have time before a lot of the Canadian schools go back. I know I think some of the American schools go back in August and some in September. It seems to vary. So I'll be sharing that with you guys. Otherwise, I'll be going back to 2 days a week probably in September. But I'm not going to promise that because it depends on everything at work. If I end up working more and that sort of thing, then I might have to keep back to 1 day a week. And then sometimes I might throw in an extra video depending on my week and everything else and when I got to film. Because for the summer, I decided to do 1 day a week because I found that as we're going away more and that sort of thing, I was just getting overwhelmed. And there's sometimes I just didn't want to film if I was trying to prepare for a vacation. I had a lot going on. It just wasn't feasible to film a bunch of content. So that's why I went down to 1 day a week, because then I'm able to film a whole bunch and get it uploaded ahead of time. So that way when I am away and traveling and maybe don't have access to Wi-Fi or that sort of thing, then I'm able to still provide you guys with some content, and I don't want to miss out on a week because I'd like to be consistent and like to have content for you guys. So I want to make sure I am still having that for you guys. So that's why I went down to 1 day a week for the summer. I'm hoping by the fall to go 2 days a week, but I don't know if I will. It just depends on life. Oh, another laundry tip that I have found to organize my towels and stuff in my kitchen is I roll them. I have found this has made my towel cupboard and cloth cupboard in my kitchen a lot more organized. So all of the kitchen cloths and towels and everything are all rolled, and it actually just looks a lot nicer. It's more visually appealing and nothing gets caught in the drawers, and I feel like it holds everything better. So I roll all my kitchen towels. So that's another, I guess, hack or tip, or I don't know what you want to call it for you guys. Let me know in the comments below. How often do you do laundry? Do you do laundry on a specific day of the week? Do you wait till the baskets are overflowing like I sometimes do? Do you do some every day? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments below what you typically do for your laundry routine. I just like to know what other people do. Maybe you guys have some tips. If you have any other tips that you like to share, let me know what some tips have worked well for you guys as far as your laundry. So let's all get our laundry out. Or you know what? If you have no laundry to do and you have some cleaning to do some cleaning while I'm folding my laundry, and we'll get this all done together.
The sun's going down as I try to make my way through the crowd. Feeling alive, I love being by your side, it makes me shine. We got one summer, so let's make it count. You make me feel like everything's alright. Let's dance our problems away in the night. Love being right next to you.
All right, so now the laundry is all folded, so I just have to go put it all away in the kids' rooms, and mine and my husband's clothes I'll put away later because honestly, it's getting way too warm in this room. So I hope today's video provides you with some laundry motivation or even motivation to get something else done that you've been neglecting or putting off. And I like to be real with you guys and kind of show you real life that, you know, this is how my life is. I don't have a picture perfect life of getting my chores done exactly as planned, keeping up with laundry and everything else. That's just how it is. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy today's video, please give a thumbs up, as that does help my channel a lot. If you did enjoy today's video along with the content you see here on my channel, I would love if you consider subscribing and joining my YouTube family. It would mean so much to me, and the support means so much more than you know. So don't forget that red subscribe button and the notification bell to miss any future videos from me. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Favorite song, I need a boost. Let's turn up the love because it's on.